Yo, the news okay, EK? What's up, guys? I'm gonna show you how I ended up with this turbo EG right here. So look at those other clips and then I'll get back to you. I'm just gonna do it like this. Today we got this EG in Florida. Picked it up, has a couple of problems running. It's a B20 Turbo, looks like maybe a BWR manifold with 50 trim, possibly. The guy that bought it doesn't know much about it. He had a NA Civic before and got crashed and picked this one up. So, you know, he just wants to drive it. So I'm just gonna try and help him out. There he is, owner of the car. So right now we got wideband issues, and that's why I came over. I was helping him remotely the other night and we got it to rip, but you know, he's just trying to send me videos of the wideband, and that's not exactly how we want to tune the car. So, you know, we got a wire running in to a splice into the ECU. So I'm gonna take all this out. I'm gonna get right to work on this thing. I'm gonna do the wideband, I'm gonna sync the timing, and then we're gonna go out and we'll get to tuning on it. I'll mount the GoPro up on the windshield and I'm gonna get to work. Yeah, I don't think it was. All right, here with the EG, we're stuck in the middle of the road right now. The car literally just shut off randomly. It was running so good, and now we're in the middle of the road.
Yeah, and it was kind of sudden too. Just
it just turned off.
It just died completely, like right away. Like, I don't know.
Craziness.
Yeah, it wasn't like, you know, sputtering. So that's weird.
You just looked over at me. You're like, the car's off.
Yeah, I just said it so calmly because I was like,
like, what the hell?
Yeah. I'll try starting it, I guess.
Maybe it should turn right on.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's a big ass delay. Did I shock you or no?
All right, so now we're on the side of the road, pushed it into a parking lot, pulled up to a light, car literally just shut off. It's acting like it's not getting fuel. So now I'm gonna dive in, probably look at these connectors. He just has like the jumpers, how it goes from this to this. So I already took the distributor cap off. The rotor's tight. So I mean, the only other thing that's going to stop this thing from running is the fuel. And it ran great the whole time we were driving. It was up to temp. Nothing in the tune looks like corrupt file or anything like that. So wish me luck. All right. Now that you guys saw those other clips, I can show you guys where I'm at with it. So you saw in the other clips that it wasn't running. Well, it was running and then it turned off, and then I had to push it into a parking lot and diagnose it there. So what ended up being the problem with this thing, on why it turned off and it didn't want to come back on, it had a hole in the fuel line that's in the tank that goes to the pump. So super common that you're gonna lose your fuel pressure like that. So after I turned the GoPro off in the parking lot, I started to realize this thing was not having fuel pressure. So I raised the whole map by, I think, 200%, and the car actually drove fine back to his house. The car sat there for a while. I just kept in contact with him. I was telling him, you know, all the things to check. He never checked the tank in the pump, or the pump in the tank, so, in that line, which I told him so many times to check. But what ended up happening was that I just kept in contact with him, and I mean, I bought the car from him because he didn't want to fix it. So instead of fixing it, he just bought a new car. So I literally bought it, drove it down the street, took the pump out, fixed the line, and then I drove it an hour home. The only thing that I've done to this car since I've bought it was swap my wheels from the sedan onto it, and I took all the stickers off. So trying to start this one out just like I did with the sedan, show you guys how I got it, and then you'll see what it turns into. This one's gonna be a little bit slower than the sedan, as in time it's gonna take to build it. I built the sedan, as you know, in like 3 or 4 days on jack stands at my old house. Since then, we've moved to Florida. The sedan is still in Illinois. You know, that's like 1,200 miles away. So this is what we got to work with so far. So now I'm gonna take you around the car. I'm gonna show you exactly how I got it, so that you guys can be with me and see what I do to it. All right. So, body is pretty clean. Obviously, here, let me take the key out so we can get rid of this Honda ding. We have some custom interior in here, as you saw in the other videos. There's a couple of problems with it. You know, it's not very high quality, but it does have custom interior. I did notice, let me see if I can zoom in on this. I did notice our cluster only has 36K on it, and the car, I mean, is mint. So, I mean, I really actually believe this cluster was not swapped, and that, you know, it's just been fucked with its whole life. You know, these people down here in Florida, they got so much money, they can buy cars like this that have 36,000 miles, and they can just, you know, turbo them, swap them. They just don't care, because, you know, they're driving Lambos and shit around here as dailies. Car came with like steelies. We can see some shit up here. I don't really know. I've never seen this before. This is just like some weird, like, moisture from glue or something that's up there. You know, even the body is really photogenic, but you can see there are dents. There's a dent here from the inside coming out. You can see our intercooler. It's got like some rope holding it up or something right here. This is a bungee, pretty sure. The intercooler itself, you know, not that great. We have a molding right here that's just gone. The windshield itself is actually broken up here. This door, the reason the door panel is off is because this window is fucked up. I got it rolled up for now. We do have the door panel for this side right here. As you can see, the rear interior, I have it out because, you know, I did that fix on the pump. I'm trying to show you guys, you know, how I got it. I'm not trying to present it in perfect condition right now. Nothing like that. You can see we got a P75 Hondata sitting on the floor here with only the white wire from the wideband. If you guys know, the white wire is not the only one that needs hooked up. You also need to hook up the brown one or it won't work into the ECU, so that's why that wasn't working. Pop the back here. These things are kind of cool because they're like a kind of like a pickup, how it comes down. So that's kind of cool. This is going to be the second EG I've owned. First one turbo though. So these are the spare parts that it came with, you know. There's just random stuff, literally. Like here's the box with the AEM pump that it's got. We got side markers. I'm not, oh, Stanley side markers. So that's pretty cool. I think this might be a wheel bearing. Yep, something like that. So just random crap. We got full energy suspension kit. This is the brand new window regulator for that window up there. One thing I did notice was there's no seatbelt over here. So if you guys know my EK hatch, the reason it had no seatbelts in the back was because all of this on both sides is cut out. But I had full interior, so you can never tell. So that's the only reason that concerns me, is because it could be cut out in the back. I don't know why, but I mean, it just could. You see, we have just, that's like all the rust. It's just on the back right here. That's it. That's all we have for rust on this car. Let's pop the hood. I'm going through it quick for you guys. I know there's, you know, 400 other videos on your schedule today to watch on YouTube. We got a $300 steering wheel in there. That's pretty cool. That's a Grip Royal GT Series Gold Spoke with an NRG quick release. Put the hood prop on this. All right. So this is a sight you guys have seen already a lot in the video. I'm gonna go through this engine with you though. Even though it's pretty photogenic, there are problems you're not gonna see unless you really look. So first problem, you know, our breather system. We're taking this over to Dan at Time Slip Motorsports as soon as we're ready for that, and we're gonna do all of the fabrication stuff. Intercooler piping, exhaust, manifold probably, wastegate dump, breathers. So everything's gonna get done over at Time Slip for fabrication when that time comes. You can see engine bay just extremely clean. I mean, there's literally nothing on this, and I haven't washed it or anything. Just extremely clean. Florida car. We have like a AutoZone fuel pressure gauge on here because, you know, the car was having a fuel pressure issue, so that's just how he went about looking at it when he was the owner. You can see we have like some real fuckery going on right here. It's important to note that the guy in the video was not the person that built this car. He bought this car like this after he got into a accident with his other car and he got an insurance payout. So he bought this from someone and then he had problems with it. So he's not a fast guy. He doesn't work on cars. So you kind of get the point with that. I don't need to continue. You can kind of see here, you can see the trans mount bolt. One's missing there. This one looks like it's not down all the way. This one's not in all the way. We got wires. Typical backyard Honda shit going on here, but we're gonna make it nice. So let's see here. Let's go around it some more. I'm not sure. I've seen EGs where this back window comes out a little bit. Maybe somebody can educate me on which EG that is, or if that's a mod. But yeah, these windows do not pop out. This is a CX model, 1995 Canadian. You know, we got black right here. I'm not sure if this thing's, I'm honestly not sure if, oh yeah, this is original. Yeah, it's all original. You can still see the paint marks from when they torqued stuff at the factory. You can see all this jank wiring in here. We got cardboard wideband. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through this thing. Stay tuned also for a built B Series EK hatch turbo Midori green. I just did a whole bunch of work on it. Unfortunately, if I would have recorded all of the work I did on it, I wouldn't have got it done in time for the customer. So I literally just did a full turbo build basically without putting the engine and the turbo kit on. But I did every other supporting mod on it and tuned it, and I delivered it to the customer already. We're gonna set up a dyno appointment for that car, and we're gonna do a video on it, so keep an eye out for that one. If you guys made it to this part in the video, subscribe. That's gonna give me more motivation and easier to sell it to customers when I tell them I want to do a video on their car, and it might take a couple extra days to do the work because I'm recording. Having that subscriber number is really gonna help get more stuff out to you guys if you want to see quality Honda mods and how to build these things right and reliable so that you can daily drive it and enjoy it. See you guys another time. Danuzo KEK. Wish me luck on this EG.